Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. I need you to understand something right now. She is strong. Not because the world made her strong, not because life was kind to her, but because God is in her, and that makes her unbreakable. You see, the Psalm 31 woman isn't just some feel-good story. No, 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 she's the real deal. She's got battle scars, but she still stands. She's been through the fire, but she didn't burn. And why? Because she walks with the Almighty. She's fearless. You hear me? Fearless. Not because she doesn't know fear, but because she refuses to let fear have the last word. She stares down adversity. She laughs at the days to come because she knows. Her God is bigger than any storm. And let me tell you about her heart. Oh, it's full of wisdom. She doesn't just speak to be heard. She speaks to uplift, to guide, to heal. Her words, they carry weight. They have power. They change lives. She is honest. She is righteous. She doesn't bend to the world's ways because she knows who she is. When others compromise, she stands firm. When others fall, she keeps walking because her foundation is not built on sand. It is built on the unshakable truth of God. And you better believe she's generous. She gives, she serves, she loves, not for recognition, not for applause, but because her heart is in sync with the one who gave everything for her. Now, don't mistake her kindness for weakness. Oh no. She's been tested, she's been tried, and she came out stronger. She doesn't run from challenges. She faces them, knowing that every battle, every struggle, every setback is just another setup for God's glory. She is a woman of purpose. She walks like she knows she's chosen. She moves like she knows she's anointed, because she is. And when the world tries to break her, when the enemy tries to shake her, she reminds them, I am a child of God and I will not be moved. Love is her weapon. Not hate, not revenge, love. Because she knows that real power is in grace, in forgiveness, in lifting others up instead of tearing them down. And let me tell you, this kind of woman, she leaves a legacy. She isn't just living for herself. No, she's paving the way for daughters, for sisters, for the next generation to rise up in faith. She is proof that when a woman walks with God, nothing can stop her. So when you look at her, don't just see a woman, see a warrior, see a survivor, see a testimony walking on 2 feet, because that's what she is. She is strong. She is fearless. She is a Psalm 31 woman. And that, my friends, is a woman after God's own heart. Strength is not just about physical endurance or mental resilience. It is about the unwavering faith that sustains a woman when life throws its hardest battles. A woman rooted in faith does not rely on her own abilities, but on the infinite power of God. She understands that her strength is not of this world, but of the Spirit that lives within her. She is not shaken by uncertainties because she knows who holds her future. When challenges arise, she does not crumble under the weight of fear or anxiety. Instead, she stands firm, drawing power from the promises of God. She knows that in her weakness, His strength is made perfect. She trusts that every obstacle is an opportunity for God to show His faithfulness. She does not lean on her own understanding, but surrenders completely to the divine plan, knowing that her steps are ordered by the Lord. This kind of strength is not loud or boastful. It is steady, unyielding, and deeply rooted. It is the quiet confidence that whispers, I will not be moved, even when the storm rages. It is the faith that declares victory before the battle is won. It is the peace that surpasses all understanding, guarding her heart and mind. She is not afraid of the future because she knows who walks beside her. She does not seek validation from the world because she is already chosen, already loved, already enough in God's eyes. Her faith is not shaken by trials, it is strengthened by them. With every hardship, she grows stronger, knowing that God is refining her, shaping her into the woman He has called her to be. She does not merely survive, She thrives because her foundation is built on faith. Fear does not define her. When adversity rises like a storm, she does not retreat, she does not waver. She stands tall, unwavering, because she knows her strength is not her own. It is rooted in the unshakable power of God. Challenges may come, obstacles may threaten to break her, but she does not bow to fear. She walks through the fire, knowing she will not be consumed. She faces the unknown with confidence, not because she has all the answers, but because she trusts the one who does. She does not allow circumstances to dictate her faith. When the world tells her to be afraid, she remembers who is in control. When doubt whispers in her ear, she silences it with truth. She does not allow the weight of trials to crush her spirit. Instead, she uses them as stepping stones to rise higher. Every difficulty she faces is an opportunity to witness God's power at work. She does not see adversity as a curse, but as a testament to her calling. She knows that the battles she fights today are shaping her into the warrior she was meant to be. Her courage is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to let fear win. She does not run from the giants in her path. She confronts them with unwavering faith. She does not shrink back in the face of uncertainty. She moves forward with boldness, knowing that God has already gone before her. No matter how dark the night, she walks in the light of his promises. No matter how fierce the battle, she knows she is never alone. She does not just endure adversity, she overcomes it because she is fearless. And fear has no place where faith abides. Wisdom is not simply knowledge. It is the ability to discern, to understand, to navigate life with grace and clarity. She does not speak recklessly or act impulsively, for she knows that wisdom is more precious than gold. Her words carry weight because they are seasoned with truth and guided by discernment. She listens before she speaks, thinks before she acts, and prays before she decides. She does not seek wisdom from the world, but from God, the source of all understanding. Her wisdom is evident in the way she carries herself. She is not easily swayed by emotions or circumstances, for she sees beyond the present moment. She does not react in anger when wronged, nor does she seek revenge, because she understands that true wisdom calls for patience, humility, and grace. She knows that silence can be more powerful than words, and that stillness in the presence of God reveals more than the noise of the world. She offers counsel not to prove herself right, but to guide others toward truth. She does not boast in her understanding, but shares it with a heart of humility. She does not use her wisdom to control or manipulate, but to build, to encourage, to uplift. She knows that wisdom is not about knowing everything, but about trusting in the one who does. When she faces decisions, she seeks divine direction rather than relying on her own understanding. She trusts that God will illuminate her path and give her clarity when the way is unclear. She does not rush, but waits patiently, knowing that wisdom comes in the still moments of faith. Her heart is a wellspring of wisdom, overflowing with insight, compassion, and an unshakable trust in God's plan. Integrity is not something she puts on when others are watching. It is who she is at her core. She does what is right, not for applause or recognition, but because her heart is anchored in truth. She does not compromise her values to fit in, nor does she bend under pressure to conform. Her character is not swayed by convenience or circumstance, for she knows that true integrity stands firm even when no one is looking. She is honest in her words and actions. She does not manipulate or deceive, for she understands that honesty is the foundation of trust. She speaks with sincerity, even when the truth is difficult to hear. She does not entertain gossip or spread falsehoods, choosing instead to guard her tongue and speak life. She honors her commitments, follows through on her promises, and ensures that her actions align with her beliefs. Her integrity is tested in the quiet moments when no one is there to hold her accountable. It is revealed in how she treats those who can do nothing for her. She does not seek shortcuts to success or trade her values for temporary gain. When faced with temptation, she stands firm, knowing that fleeting rewards are never worth the cost of a compromised soul. She carries herself with dignity and grace, never allowing the world to define her worth. She does not boast about her goodness, but her actions speak louder than any words. She leads by example, showing that integrity is not just a principle, but a way of life. Her unwavering commitment to righteousness sets her apart, making her a beacon of light in a world that often chooses the easy path over the right one. Her heart is open, her hands are extended, and her spirit is always ready to give. She does not help others out of obligation, but because love flows naturally from within her. She sees beyond herself, recognizing the needs of those around her, and she does not turn away. When she gives, she does so with joy, never expecting anything in return. She knows that true generosity is not measured by the size of the gift, but by the sincerity of the heart that offers it. She is moved by the struggles of others, not with pity, but with a deep desire to uplift, to restore, and to bring hope. Her compassion does not hesitate, it acts. She listens without judgment, comforts without condition, and serves without seeking recognition. She is the one who notices the weary, who embraces the forgotten, who speaks life into the brokenhearted. She understands that kindness is not a weakness, but a strength that changes lives. Her generosity extends beyond material things. She gives her time, her energy, her wisdom, and her love. She is not too busy to pause and help, not too self-absorbed to recognize when someone needs a hand to hold. She shares her blessings freely because she trusts that what she gives, God will replenish. She does not hoard what she has, fearing lack, because she believes that a giving heart will never run empty. She sees every act of kindness as a reflection of God's love, knowing that the simplest gesture can make a lasting impact. She does not wait for the perfect moment to be generous, for she understands that every day holds an opportunity to bless someone. Compassion is not something she does, it is who she is. She does not crumble under pressure, nor does she break when life becomes difficult. Trials do not weaken her, they refine her. She understands that hardships are not meant to destroy, but to strengthen, to mold her into the woman she is meant to be. She does not ask, why me, but instead, what is God teaching me through this? She faces each storm with unwavering faith, knowing that no challenge is greater than the power of the one who walks beside her. Pain does not define her, and setbacks do not deter her. She has walked through seasons of loss, disappointment, and struggle, yet she continues to rise. She does not allow difficulties to steal her joy or shake her peace. She refuses to be a victim of her circumstances, choosing instead to trust that every trial serves a greater purpose. Even in the darkest moments, she knows that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating something far greater than she can imagine. She does not avoid struggle, for she knows that strength is built in the fire. She embraces the lessons hidden within adversity, allowing them to shape her into a woman of endurance and grace. She finds peace in the promises of God, holding tightly to His word even when everything around her seems uncertain. Her resilience is not loud or boastful. It is quiet, steady, and unshakable. She does not walk away from battles out of fear. Instead, she faces them with confidence, knowing that victory is already hers. She has been knocked down, but never defeated. She has endured heartbreak, but never lost hope. No matter what comes her way, she stands tall, because she knows her strength is not her own. It is built on a foundation that cannot be shaken. She does not wander aimlessly, unsure of who she is or why she is here. She moves with intention, knowing that she was created for something greater than herself. Her life is not driven by the expectations of the world, but by the calling placed on her heart. She understands that her purpose is not defined by titles, accomplishments, or the approval of others, but by the mission God has set before her. Every step she takes is guided by faith, every decision rooted in divine wisdom. She does not compare her journey to that of others, for she knows that her path is uniquely designed. She embraces her gifts, her strengths, and even her struggles, recognizing that all of it plays a part in fulfilling her destiny. She is not afraid to dream boldly, to pursue the visions God has placed within her, because she knows that with Him, nothing is impossible. She does not wait for the perfect moment to act. She walks in obedience, trusting that each step forward is a step closer to the purpose she was born to fulfill. She is not easily discouraged when faced with obstacles because she knows that challenges are simply opportunities for growth. She does not shrink back when the road gets difficult, nor does she allow fear to silence her voice. She understands that her purpose is not just about her, it is about the people she is meant to impact, the lives she is meant to touch. She leads with love, serves with humility, and stands firm in faith. Her purpose is not just a destination, but a daily commitment to walk in alignment with God's plan, knowing that every moment, every action, and every word carries meaning beyond what she can see. She does not fight with anger, nor does she seek to win battles with harsh words or vengeance. Her weapon is not bitterness, resentment, or pride. It is love. She understands that love is not weakness, but the greatest force in existence, capable of breaking chains, healing wounds, and transforming lives. She chooses love even when it is difficult, even when the world tells her to harden her heart. She forgives when others hold grudges. She extends grace when others seek revenge. And she speaks life where others sow destruction. Her love is not passive, it is bold and fearless. She does not allow hatred or division to dictate her actions. Instead, she walks in kindness, showing that true strength lies in the ability to love unconditionally. She stands firm in truth, yet she delivers it with gentleness. She does not compromise her beliefs, but she does not use them as a weapon to wound others. Her love builds bridges, opens hearts, and creates space for healing. She understands that love is not just a feeling, but an action. She loves with her time, her presence, her words, and her sacrifices. She chooses to see the best in others even when they fail her. She believes in restoration, in second chances, in the power of redemption. She does not allow the pain of the past to turn her cold. Instead, she allows love to shape her into a woman of grace and mercy. She knows that love is the reflection of God within her. It is the armor that protects her, the strength that fuels her, and the light that guides her path. She fights her battles, not by tearing others down, but by lifting them up, knowing that love always has the final victory. She lives not just for the present, but with the future in mind, knowing that her actions today will echo through the generations to come. A woman of faith understands that her life is not only about her journey, but about leaving a legacy that will inspire, empower, and uplift those who follow her. She lives with intention, knowing that her faith has the power to shape the hearts and minds of her children, her community, and all who encounter her. Every step she takes is a reflection of the faith she holds so dear, and every challenge she faces is an opportunity to model God's unwavering love and strength. She doesn't just speak of her faith, she lives it out, day by day, in the quiet moments and the loud ones. Her faith is seen in her patience, in her kindness, in her resilience. She teaches not just with words, but with her life. When her children, her loved ones, or her friends look at her, they see a woman whose faith has weathered storms, whose belief in God has remained steadfast even when the road was uncertain. She understands that her legacy isn't just about what she achieves, but about how she brings others to see the greatness of God through her life. She instills in those around her the importance of trusting in God's plan, of walking in faith no matter how impossible the circumstances may seem. Her prayers for her loved ones are constant, her guidance rooted in Scripture, and her actions are a testimony to God's faithfulness. She passes on a heritage of trust, of hope, and of unshakable belief in the power of God's promises. Her legacy of faith will live on in the hearts of those who carry the torch she lit, and they, in turn, will light the way for others.